I wanted to get Omar Navarro running for Congress from nowhere, doing a great job, coming up against one of the nastiest people in Congress. And, of course, that's not Nancy Pelosi. That's Maxine Waters. Misimpeach America's recovery. But I wanted to understand this because you read the articles, they won't say what it is. It's why conservative headliners are teaming up to challenge Maxine Waters in Los Angeles. Well, no, that's Omar Navarro. And then we've got, yesterday I registered a complaint with the House Office of General Counsel against Omar Navarro for misrepresenting my D.C. office. The matter has been referred to the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California and the Department of Justice. My statement is below, because he showed a clip in an article of something she'd said, and she tries to imply he's misrepresenting her. It's kind of like some of the Harlem Shake articles got mad at Aji Pai because they used 10 seconds of it to illustrate the internet's open. That's called fair use. Millie Weaver is riding shotgun with us in very evil Christmas regalia, so pop at any time. Millie Weaver, she's going to be hosting here for a few hours coming up. But Omar Navarro, wow, I mean, tell me exactly, what is the crime you've committed?
Well, I committed no crime. All I did was put the information out there to find out if the document was true or not. But Maxine Waters seems to believe that I created the document myself when I haven't. I'm just trying to find out if there's any validity to it. You know, people call her office and they try to find out if this document is true, and it's not true, then say something about it.
So fill us in. I'm not going to interrupt for 5 minutes. Explain the document, what she's claiming you forged with no evidence. I mean, let's get into this.
Yeah, Maxine Waters basically accusing me of basically forging a document where she in the document is talking about how she wants to bring 41,000 refugees into the 43rd Congressional District, working with CARE. But I wanted to find out the validity of it. I put it out there, and now Maxine Waters is trying to say that I forged this document.
Yeah, they're trying to ban in the EU, quote, fake news. If they claim something's fake, they just ban it. They're desperate. And again, they won't really say it's like Omar did a fake document. The Democrats have been calling for bringing in unvetted refugees.
You know, definitely. Maxine Waters is definitely pushing for that. She's gone to CARE meetings before. She totally supports them, supports this whole ideology in our own country. I'm here to support legal immigration. I want to make sure that we're not having radical Islamic terrorists in our own home turf. Look at what happened in San Bernardino. We don't want to repeat that here again.
Well, again, it's on your Twitter. It's been out there. Explain to people the specifics of the document. We'll pull it up for folks. What she's so angry about.
You know, Omar, that might just be because that's all she really has to throw at you. And to Republicans out there, that's a good sign. Because
is it the document that she's James Brown?
I mean, this is very interesting. You know, I love that she's actually calling me out by name. I mean, she had another video actually where she called me divisive for bringing Sheriff Joe to the 43rd Congressional District. She says that the people of the 43rd are not for that. And they said I was being divisive and racist for bringing them here. Now, one thing that she mentioned just in her last Christmas party, she said that Omar Navarro is not a Latino because I'm Cuban. I don't really understand what she means by that.
Well, if I go to Cuba illegally right now, they'll throw me in prison. If I go to Mexico illegally, they'll throw me in jail. They act like just having a border is racist. When, I mean, Latinos are the future of this country. It's your country. You're going to open it up to the entire criminal operation of the whole world? I mean, this idea that if we have a border, we're bad. Everybody else has a border. And you're calling BS.
And that's more just the Democrats being so consumed with race and identity politics that they would even go so far as to try to say that somehow you're not
Well, I agree. I saw when they said he's not, quote, Latino. It's just...
Well, also, when I went in front of her house and I announced in front of her house, I had a mariachi band in front of her house. And, you know, that's my Mexican side of my family.
By the way, I love mariachi bands. Tell us about the Mexican side of your family and mainly the food. Can you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, so she doesn't understand that I'm half Mexican. She's saying, well, he's Cuban. He's not really Latino, but actually Cubans are Latino, and the other half of my family is also Mexican. So I don't think the Latino community...
Well, now she's going to say Mexicans aren't Latino. That's Maxine Waters' math. 2 + 2 is not 4. Mexicans are not Latino.
I think she's deranged and she's completely lost her mind. I mean, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Maxine Waters is completely on the edge right now because she knows that we have her into a corner.
Well, let's talk about that, but let me ask you seriously, who's more senile, Maxine Waters? Who's more deranged, Maxine Waters or Nancy Pelosi?
Maxine Waters, definitely. I mean, Maxine Waters goes on TV all the time saying that she wants to impeach the president. She doesn't even know where a map is, and she's never even taken geography.
But you're not Latino.
But I'm not Latino, yeah.
So Omar, what's the likelihood of the district that you're in turning to red? Like, when's the last time the district you're running in has turned red?
Oh, we're talking about before 1989. I mean, the district demographically has been very liberal. No Republican has passed.
But look at what just happened with Roy Moore going from red to blue.
Exactly. So it would be historic if you actually flipped it red.
Exactly, but last time when I ran, I got 25% of the vote, which is more than historically in numbers as anybody has ever gotten.
Didn't she have like 500 to 1 money too? Didn't she have like 500 to 1 money?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm going to shut up. It's just so exciting. I keep interrupting. So go ahead,
Yeah,
Omar Navarro, take over. Tell us what's going on.
$900,000 against me, and I spent $3,000. Of course, Maxine Waters is going to be ahead of the game, and she's going to have a better chance.
No, it's a bad thing that she's got all the money. It shows she's corrupt. So you got the floor. I'm going to shut up for at least. I'm going to stick a handkerchief in my mouth.
By the way, I used the mouthwash earlier. That was pretty good mouthwash. I like the peppermint.
Omar, take over. I'm going to interrupt. Tell us, give us the state of this battle with Maxine Waters.
Well, you know, Maxine Waters, you know, she definitely is going out there. She's talking the talk. She's scared of me. She knows that I'm going into communities like Westmont with one of the highest homicide rates in the country. She knows I'm going into Inglewood. She knows I'm going into Gardena. I'm going to Hawthorne, Torrance. I'm going all over the district, and I'm talking to people. She is definitely threatening what we're doing here. We're doing a lot of great things. A lot of people are stepping up. A lot of people are tired of Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters thinks that she's the exception of the law. She thinks that she can get away with whatever she says. I mean, she said she wanted to take out the president earlier on, and no one did anything about it. But they arrested one person in my district who said they wanted to take her out because she wanted to take the president of the United States out. And therefore, they arrested him, which was fine. They arrested him fine. But Maxine Waters didn't have the FBI knocking down on her door. She thinks she's the exception of the law. She thinks she can get away with anything. Plus, she thinks that she can use taxpayer money and use resources to campaign, trying to get me under investigation.
Yeah, let's talk about her letter. She wants you under criminal investigation for asking, hey, is this letter? Tell people about the letter, where you found it, what people are saying, because she's famously been under investigation, all sorts of other stuff. And like you just asked the question, I mean, it's a free country.
Definitely. My campaign manager received this letter, and we were trying to find out the validity for over 6 months of this letter. And we were sending out to different people to find out if there was any connection, if any of it was true. We had an idea that the letter was not true or not real, but at the same time, we're still trying to find if there was a connection with this letter. And at the end of the day, we wanted to send it out. We wanted to find out from Maxine Waters herself if it was true or not. But Maxine Waters did not answer any phone calls. Maxine Waters did not answer any emails. She was so busy receiving an award in the BET Awards. She was so busy living outside the district in Hancock Park that she didn't have the time to address this letter. So therefore, I put it out on Twitter. And I wanted to find out the validity.
And let's get into what the letter purports, whether it's real or not, because, you know, she's staying woke, so she can definitely take a challenge from a letter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I want to find out if any of those allegations on that letter are true. Does Maxine Waters really want to bring 41,000 refugees in the next 5 years? Does Maxine Waters know any of these people in that letter? That's what I want to know.
But it shows what a police state it is. She says she wants you arrested for publishing somebody else's letter that had been online. I mean, what a whack job.
Which, you know, Maxine Waters does not understand the law. Obviously, there's no way there can be any arrests because I did not.
She says drain the swamp came from Putin.
If anyone
she claims none of us even have our own ideas. We go, hold on, Putin. What's the order? Yes, sir. I've got the order. This is Putin phone here. Yes, Lord Putin. What is it?
The next thing I need is Maxine Waters accusing me of being Russian and being in some collaboration with Russia, which I know probably will happen.
No, you're not Latino. You're definitely Russian.
Oh, yes. You must be a Russian agent. The name is so Russian. It just totally gives it away.
Very Russian.
Very Russian.
The half Cuban Mexican, it's really bringing it to her. She's really scared. I mean, I'm really going to defeat her in 2018. And she needs to know that.
Let's talk about that. She's panicking because you're going up in the poll numbers. Tell us about that.
What are your policies also that
whole-
you're pushing? Like, what are your campaign promises?
Yeah, some of the things I'm pushing for is I support the Second Amendment. We have to make sure that here in California, they don't take away our Second Amendment.
That's a Russian secret plan.
Because it protects us from people here, like in California, that are trying to censor our Second Amendment right, like Gavin Newsom. We have to support term limits in Congress, so we don't have
Russian plan
on Congress. We have to make sure that we're supporting business here in the district. I mean, that's my main focus, is bringing
support
business back.
Oh my, that's like Trump's plan. That's the economy coming back. That's Russian plan.
Treason. What do you
the Russians and the economy exploding? Those damn Russians.
Supporting American business.
Sorry, let's go back to the Russian agent, Omar Navarro. Oh, tell me more about getting the economy back, you Russian. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I look at businesses like Toyota leave the 43rd Congressional District. I mean, I see other businesses leave. We have over 3,000 businesses that have left the 43rd Congressional District in the past 2 years. And that's a serious concern. We're not sustaining business. We're not bringing business. We have people who are homeless in the streets. And Maxine Waters is busy getting an award on the BET Awards. Come on, this is disrespect to the people in the district. This is a disservice to the people. She should be getting an award for doing her job. That's it. But Maxine Waters is concerned about being a celebrity. I'm concerned about fixing the issues here in the 43rd.
Well,
it seems like some of these politicians, like the Bush dynasty, the Clinton dynasty, Maxine Waters, they have this
the James Brown dynasty
of themselves, like they are this dynasty and they're this monarchy, that they rule over us and that they're too good and we're just the peasants that they rule over. And that's exactly why what you're talking about, setting term limits, is a great idea. Let's talk about setting familial limits, maybe.
Living in America. But what about that song
Bush
she
2,
sings?
Bush 3, Bush 4, how many Bushes, how many Clintons are going to run? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
I have an idea with term limits, too. My idea with term limits is basically having 2 terms of each of 4 years, maybe 8 years, no more. That way you can actually do your job in Congress and they don't have to actually make phone calls and raise more money for the next 2 years and the next campaign. We eliminate a lot of red tape. We allow these politicians to actually do their job. And if they're not doing their job after 2 terms, they're out. That's what we have to do.
And what about married couples? Like, for example, could you technically have then Michelle Obama run and then you have another 8 years of the Obama family?
Michael.
Right, Michael Obama, right? Could you then have another 8 years of the Obama family? I mean, I think that the term limits thing is a great policy that you're pushing.
Well, Omar Navarro, we appreciate you. And again, it's just how desperate the system is. They're trying to imply you're a criminal for simply asking questions. But again, how do folks follow you on Twitter, Facebook? How do they support you out in California?
Yeah, people can follow me on Twitter at Real Omar Navarro. Real Omar Navarro. They can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Real Omar Navarro. On YouTube, it's just Omar Navarro. They can subscribe on my YouTube page. I mean, I need people to help me out financially. Go to my website at omarnavarro.com/donate. They can go on there and make a donation to the campaign. It runs our operations. We're the first campaign to actually have a campaign headquarters. In the past 3 months, we're operating, we're making phone calls, we're walking, we're doing whatever we can to take back this district. And we are taking back this district. And we're doing a lot of work right now, but we need the support of people. We need financial support. It's going to take a lot of money to beat up Maxine Waters. This time around, we've raised over $150,000, but we need over $2 million to stand a chance against a career politician like her.
All right, Omar Navarro, thank you so much. And I go back to the audience. I've done like 2 hours here and only plugged once. And I'm not bitching at the audience. They're awesome. You've got to spend money and time and energy to defeat the globalists, defeat George Soros, the rest of it. And we make it easy. Get fluoride-free toothpaste that's high quality. Get great supplements, get great T-shirts to spread the word, get great water filtration, air filtration, non-GMO heirloom seeds. The biggest sales of the year are available at InfoWarsStore.com. You can call toll-free, 888-253-3139. Why fight the crowds? Why fight the lines? Why not just go to InfoWarsStore.com? You can mail it to yourself. You'll get it before Christmas. If you order in the next 24 hours, you can also just send it to friends and family, and you put a little note in the order form right there. So, hey, you know, Bob or Carol or whatever their name is, here's this gift. But you built InfoWars by actually funding an independent group. You shop at the big globalist stores, you fund the New World Order. But we got high-quality products that are really great at InfoWarsStore.com. Some of the biggest sales, these are the biggest sales in the last few years, actually, we're running. And we'll extend them a few days, but, you know, continental U.S. is tomorrow or the next day. Right now, we can still get to, like, Guam and Hawaii and, you know, and stuff like that in Alaska. But thank you all for your support. InfoWarsStore.com or 888-253-3139.
Outrage turns bloody in Berkeley. Our KPIX5 crews were right in the middle of the chaos as both Trump supporters and anti-Trump activists come to blows.
Protesters followed Trump supporters to their cars as they left the convention center. Around the corner and away from police protection on San Carlos Street, a mob mentality took over.
You voted Trump! You voted Trump! Oh, yeah!
What do you say to the people who dragged a poor white guy out of a car and beat him?
Oh my goodness, poor white people, please, oh my, stop.
These were pure attacks. Trump supporters, men, women, even the elderly, left this building last night and walked right into danger.
This Trump supporter was the first casualty of the day, with blood streaming out of his face.
Pro-Trump and anti-Trump protesters got into it.
They're throwing things at the guy who has a Trump shirt on. Oh, he just got knocked in the back of the head. He just got punched in the face. And now they're rushing him.
We're saying if you're out there and you're trying to represent your First Amendment right to free